Hi everyone, welcome back to another Reddit cheating story. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and notification bell if you love to watch more cheating stories. How to move forward with WS. Hi everyone, lurker, since I found out about my boyfriend's infidelity and first time poster. This might be a long post, so please bear with me. I found out a little over a month ago that my boyfriend was having an EA with his ex while I was away on a 2-week trip. Before this incident, I've never had any reason to believe he was capable of doing anything as hurtful as this to me. He always reassured me throughout our 1.5-year long relationship that he would never cheat on me because it's against his morals, etc. We had so much trust built and even had an open phone policy. I knew all his logins and passwords for his accounts. When I was away on my trip, I had a gut feeling something was off with him. He wasn't as communicative with me, which was weird since he would regularly text me saying I miss you and such. The night I got back from the trip, I snooped on his phone while he was asleep. I've never done this before, but my intuition was literally screaming at me to do so. I found a text thread between him and his ex that was from 1.5 weeks ago. They exchanged a lot of flirtatious messages, and he was even telling her how amazing she looked on social media, etc. I also read in this thread that he went over her house with bottles of wine and they hung out, and he was trying to take her to brunch on the morning I was supposed to return home. This crushed me so much. I couldn't stop shaking and crying. My last relationship before him ended the same way. I found out my ex was back together with his ex-girlfriend while we were still together, so I already had previous trauma from that. He knew about all of this. When I confronted him, he was defensive in saying they were just friends and he was rekindling their friendship since he had always enjoyed their banter. He said they didn't do anything physical and he didn't cheat on me. I had to spell it out to him that he was emotionally cheating on me, and that was much worse, to me, than something purely physical. The next day we sat down and talked more about this. He told me he thought we would break up when I got back since he was doing some thinking while I was away and decided he didn't want any children. He knew this was a deal breaker for me since I really want to start a family. I made it clear to him that that was not a good excuse to cheat on me since I had no idea, and he didn't communicate that at all to me. I found out he lied to me multiple times when I was away and when I first confronted him. He seemed remorseful about what he did. He apologized and admitted he messed up. The days following, I packed all my stuff from his apartment and moved out. We mutually agreed that we shouldn't be together because of the different paths we wanted in the future. Since then, I began my healing process. I started IC, focused on my studying for grad school, spent more time around supportive people, and even went on a few dates to move on. I was doing well on my own and felt like things were okay again. He reached out to me last Thursday night after he said he went out to dinner and had drinks with his friends. He was obviously drunk and kept texting me to come over. I was bored and horny at the time, so stupidly I went over. We had the best sex and he kept telling me how much he missed me, how he loves me, and how perfect I am. The next morning, I asked him if he was still talking to his ex. He said they don't talk as frequently and the last time they spoke was a week or so ago. He said he hasn't had sex or done anything psychical the whole time we've been apart. I didn't know what to think. I can't blindly trust him again after his lies. A part of me feels used like a toy whenever he wants, and another part feels like we could maybe make it work again because I really did miss him a lot. We texted a few times after, but nothing serious. He asked me to come with him to see his family on Sunday because it was a lot for him to do alone, and I agreed to go. On the car ride there, he was holding my hand, calling me babe/baby, and basically acting as if nothing happened a month earlier. I went into the day with no expectations from him, and I thought it was going to be more friendly than romantic. When we saw his family, he was using terms like us, we, are when talking about us, and it made me feel weird since we haven't been romantic like that for a little over a month. While at lunch, his interior designer texted him with a photo and "wish you were here." He showed this to me and said, "I thought you should know this because it's the right thing to do." He told me nothing was going on with her and he wasn't sure why she said that. He didn't respond to her text. After, he suggested we go to a cool furniture store since we were in that area. We were supposed to move into a house together before he cheated, and when we were there, he was telling the store associate I just got a house and then corrected himself saying we just got a house. Needless to say, the whole day really confused the hell out of me. When we got back from the trip, he asked me if I wanted to join him to see the new renovations on the house. I didn't end up going because it was getting too late. The day after, he called me after work and we talked casually for over an hour. We ended the call with him saying he'll talk to me tomorrow. The next day, I barely got any texts from him. He didn't call. We said we'd hang out today, Wednesday, and I'm not sure what to do. I don't want to seem like I'm chasing him when I honestly shouldn't be since he was the one to hurt me. I've entertained the idea of reconciling with him, but only after we had a serious talk about what we truly want and only if he agrees to go to couples therapy. I feel like there's no point in getting hurt again if he's not going to put in effort. I can't stop comparing the way he texted his ex, reaching out in the morning first, initiating plans, saying cute things, with how he's been texting me, as there's a stark difference. Thank you for taking the time to read this. I guess I'm looking for opinions on how to move forward. Here are some of the best comments from our community. What a terrible idea. Talk about completely approaching reconciliation all wrong. No talk or what happened or dealing with the long-term trauma. Just complete rug sweeping with no effort to do the emotional labor to recover. Add in that nothing has changed that caused the infidelity in the first place. Insanity is doing the same thing and expecting different results. This approach is guaranteed to fail. Embarrassed smiley face. Why are you entertaining the thought of reconciling with someone who does not want what you want with your kids? Also, someone who was clearly entertaining his ex-girlfriend while you were away. Literally considering getting back together with her while you were on vacation. Embarrassed smiley face, and probably is cheating on you with his interior designer. If I were you, I'd run for the hills. You're downgrading your worth every time you associate with him. It was the right move to end the relationship. He is using you. I'm so sorry. Start your own beautiful life now, far away from him. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell.